like the last three rounds is pretty much what I got to remember. Um, Other than that, help me. I know I got to invite Damage. I don't know who I got to invite on Devise. It was Turtle or something. Push to talk, Jack. Push to talk. Oh, hello, neighbor with loud motorcycle. Nice to meet you again. Thank goodness there's nobody in the chat at the moment. But once I get it started up, we'll start the official introduction. One more time in just a little bit. Let's see, edit the playlist. First map is Cafe. Second map is Clubhouse. Third map is Border. Now, change the settings here. 6 overtime rounds. 2? It's 2 overtime rounds, right? Yeah. Yeah. Settings. Time 2. Okay, and for... I was not pre-set up for this. Pop up. Perfect. Ish. Okay, and with that being done, welcome everybody to week 1 of the season 2 playoffs. I'm not sure what game is this is. I believe it's the second in the Masters, either the second, first in Masters League. But big day, big plans going on today, as I am going to have a special guest with me. If any of you have been in collective at any point in your lifetime, I guarantee you're going to know who it is. Collective's very own owner, special guest, and he is referred to me as the greatest caster and probably greatest man of all time. What's going on? What's going on, Jack? Yeah. Did you, man? Man, I hope you're ready tonight, Jack. You haven't heard me cast in a while, have you? Yeah, it's I, yo, yeah, yeah, bro. From Jack himself, gotta contain myself there. The red hot hype. Yeah, I'm with it. Now we are going to be seeing, the likes of Collective's own F6 going head to head tonight with Devise. Devise being IGL'd by both Remy, Scrub. Who am I inviting, by the way, again? What is his gamer tag? Oh, yeah. Well, gotta stay cool. Gotta stay hype. I respect that. But this is going to be a very, very big game today. We have seen both of these teams going head to head on so many powerful teams here in the collective own. We have seen just recently, just last week even, F6's own went up against the likes of MMG with Nomad being known as a very powerful gunner, or top fragger in the collective league. They have gone head to head with them, beat them on, I believe it was Consulate, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong on that, have to fact check, but did take them last week. This week, however, going up against the likes of Devise, this is going to be a lot more pressure. Whereas last week, the winner of that game made it into the playoffs. This week, it's going to be the winner of that has a chance of going for the finals. There's not a lot of time left, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a lot of room for error. One wrong round, one wrong mistake, and that's going to be their chance at the title later on. So yeah, big games going on this week, and this is just the beginning. And as we wait, Jack, I know you've been a little behind on the seasons, but how are you feeling about tonight's game, man? I gotta sit up for this. I thought I could lay down. I was wrong. I need to sit up for this. Yeah, yeah. uh Collective's owner Jack showing a little bit of love to the chat going on right now. I'm expecting big things. This is going to be a big playoff game. We got special guests. Everybody knows that, having the owner of Collective in here in the game to cast with us tonight, that's a very big treat. So to have you in here, I mean, we're already hitting at 11, soon about to be 15. It's just going to keep on rising. As we wait for the likes of Devise to get in here. One thing I do want to talk about while we are waiting, though, is that first map that was picked by F6 is going to be the map Cafe today. So, Cafe being the map, bans. What are we looking at for bans here, Jack? I know it's been a while since you played, but are you ready to take on the guessing game of what we're going to see taken out for tonight's match?
Yeah, I just want to say that my party audio was not included that whole time.
Your party audio was not included the whole time?
Yeah,
oh,
no, it wasn't. But I appreciate chat there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, speaking up. Yeah.
Oh, no.
What am I expecting tonight? What was the question again? What am I expecting tonight? Like what? I mean, I'm expecting F6. I'm expecting F6 to start gunning fools. I'm expecting Devise to clap back. I mean, what do you want? I mean, Cafe's.
Okay, Jack. Okay.
Cafe's gonna be all a skylight play. Like it is what it is. Like what else do you want?
Like, all right. So.
Hold up. Let me look at the maps again. Let me just check this again. What else we got?
We're talking about bans right now for Cafe. That's what is the talking the town the hype. What did you think the maps were gonna be now that the collective can hear you? Make sure to post this out. Did we put a post in the Gen chat to
I did.
Sure? Okay, good. Just making sure.
Yeah. Bans, man. Shit. Cafe's a weird one, honestly.
Don't you swear on my stream, Jack. This may be your
You're right.
This may be your company. This is my stream. This is my time.
You're right. So for bans, I honestly Cafe is kind of up in the air in my opinion, especially like on the attacker side.
Yeah, I mean, biggest thing that I could put on since due to the amount of windows that there is on Cafe, because of the sort of ability to just kind of rappel up and work your way into so many different sites, working up into piano, getting it onto that white hallway upstairs. If you wanted to get a line of sight into, fireplace, anywhere you're kind of looking for a line of sight, Windows are going to be the one to go. And who's best for Windows than Blackbeard? Getting Blackbeard off of that, getting him out of the rotation as quick as possible, making sure that you don't have to see that shield not only from the likes of the windows, but from skylight up above. You do not want a shield with a gun to be able to look down not only into lines of sight into Cigar, for lines of sight over into any of the long bar into freezer, any of that. You just don't want him having access to anything. And if you're going to put a rotation into that white hallway onto white stairs, and you're going to put the usual rotation into that freezer, having that shield on that assault rifle up above, it's going to do nothing but hurt your team in the long run. And I mean, yeah, taking him off, that's got to be the play for this map.
That makes so much sense to me. I mean, having that Blackbeard, just the skylight play with him alone. But then you think about all the windows as well. I mean, that makes a whole lot of sense. And I mean, possibly a Thatcher, but I think Blackbeard would give you more of an advantage for sure. And on the defensive side, I mean, who do you think?
Just one moment. I am going to message to see where our guest is at. There we go. Okay. So, question. You said defensive bands?
Yeah, who do you think would be a good pick on the defensive side?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say. There isn't really a good, operator to have on each site. A lot of the operators are pretty much good for every site. Biggest ones that I would say to get out would probably be maybe a Mira. Get that Mira out of the way. So you can't really get a line of sight into bakery, say downstairs. You could use her upstairs as well. Again, kind of hard to really say what I would what I would use that for. Biggest thing, if I was to go for a safe ban, would just be Intel Ops. And that includes any Echo, Maestro, Valkyrie, Legion, even if you wanted. Any of those bans that kind of, stop the defending team from getting more lines of sight onto what you're going to play and how you're going to play it. That's probably going to be the biggest thing. And also, even just that plant denial as well. Smoke has been very big on this map. Smoke has been known to play heavy in bakery, downstairs, and kitchen. He has been known to play kind of over by Heaven Hatch, or the opposite of Heaven Hatch, I should say, and just kind of letting off smokes under the hatches, under the skylight, over in the default plant behind long desk. Any of those positions where smoke is just a huge play, especially later into the round when the clock starts ticking down. So him, Echo, Maestro, Valkyrie, any of those ops, I wouldn't be surprised to see.
So I'm not as familiar with the team so much, but I mean, what are these guys playing these days? I mean, do we have a really
hard to say? I mean, F6 has been
either team.
No. I'm not saying that there's not, but F6. I mean, if I'm gonna guess anything that they're doing here, I'm saying they're gonna put Jetpack on the Roamer entry frag role. Something that I definitely see him playing, especially with the new buff to her gun before the nerf happens again, is Buffella. They've been calling her Bella, Bella, whatever you want to call it, where they basically gave her the recoil from back in the test server days, where it's just pretty much a laser. So putting him on Ella would be a very big upgrade. I could see that happening. Putting him on Vigil, trying to get those because they're on defense first. So putting him on Vigil. Wait.
You're telling me they buffed Ella?
Did you have not played in a long time? That's right, they did.
I'm coming back.
Ella. Yes,
I'm coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back. But
Ella's my favorite, man. I'd love to hear that. Yeah, guys. I mean, if you're not aware, I mean, I just haven't been playing. I haven't really caught up. I can still commentate, but as far as the little nuances of buffs and things like that, I had no clue. That's incredible.
Yeah,
Ella's a strong op.
Ella got a huge buff. And not only did Ella get a buff, pretty much not directly, but in a way, angled foregrips have gotten a buff as well. The ADS time is much slower on most of the guns, especially on the assault rifle. So playing any operator with an SMG, especially if you can put an angled foregrip on that weapon, you are going to have a heyday just kind of chopping up the attacking team. And because it takes longer, pretty much. The ADS time is just longer. So it definitely being definitely having Ella or having the having the gun on Vigil. I mean, either way, I could definitely see Jetpack playing that. Damage is probably going to play more flex, probably play a little more safer to home. If there is an Echo allowed, I could definitely see him playing on Echo. Kind of hard to really tell, though. It's really going to be based on what kind of strats they have going for the map. I do know of a couple that they might bring in here today, and I really can't wait to see if they're going to do. For attack-wise, I already know the entire attack strategy of what they're going to do, and it's just going to be soft breach, soft breach, soft breach. As much soft breach potential as possible. Getting open this entire map, every site, doesn't matter where you pick, there is some sort of way to either breach open the floor, the ceiling, walls above, reinforced walls. It doesn't matter. There is so many lines of sight vertically to use on this map, and I really hope they take advantage of that and not just try to push site strong.
I was actually going to say, you mentioned smoke, and that seems like such a targeted ban. I mean, it is a really good op, but I was kind of curious if we could expect maybe an Echo ban. I mean, Echo is just so strong. I don't even have to really know the teams that well. That just seems like a solid ban anytime you're playing or attacking.
And like I said, that's got to be under the Intel op ban, and I wouldn't doubt that they are probably going to go for that, maybe play it safe and go with a Mira Echo, but they really underestimate the power of smoke on this map. Smoke is a huge play. But the thing is if they were to ban smoke, who would do it? Because F6 is not going to ban smoke. They're on defense first. They're not going to ban Echo either. So with those two operators out of the play, they're going to be on defense first and have these ops to just play around with. And being that it's the first map, they have plenty of time, plenty of room to do just that. So Devise is going to have to pick very carefully. They're going to have to do they're going to be very cautious of how they pick these bans, because whatever they pick is going to turn the tides depending on, who they decide to choose. And as we get started up, let's see who the first ban is going to be for F6.
I'm excited, man. I want to hear from the chat. I mean, who do you guys think? I already see somebody saying Uzak's going to pop off. I mean, who do you guys think's going to win? Which team? Like, what? Let's get some, estimates. Like, what do you guys think, the score, the rest, the game will end up as? Like, who do you think's going to pop off?
Yeah, definitely don't forget to also make sure to vote in the polls as well. Polls give a lot of intel for us casters to help us know what you guys are thinking, who you guys are rooting for, excuse me. But it seems like the first two bans on attack right now are going to be a Nomad and Monty ban. Monty being taken off of the play, that's going to be huge considering that that Devise is going to be the ones on attack first. Taking that shield out, they probably know about the sheer damage F6 has done with him so far in the season. So that's got to be a target ban, as well as, yes, there it is, the Echo, Intel, plant denial, anything else you want to call him. He's just a mobile terror, force to be reckoned with. Getting that ACOG off as well, not a bad play.
Hey, man, we called it. I mean, that's just Echo is just a good one to ban. I mean, he's such a bitch to deal with. He is such a hassle to deal with. Let me just say that. And a Mira ban. I mean, Mira makes sense. And there's a lot of little cheeky angles you can get with Mira on this site, on this map. So I get it. Those are good bans.
Yeah, and
let me ask you this.
Oh?
Who plays Monty? Why did they pick Monty as a ban? Who plays Monty really well?
I mean, they picked Monty as a ban, and you can't really pick one person on F6 to say it, but Uzak can play a good Monty. Damage plays a good Monty. Jetpack plays an extremely good Monty, but it's just sort of, and yeah, there it is, the smoke play. But Jetpack plays an extremely good Monty as well. It's just sort of having that shield in front of you while also having the likes of a gun. And see, this is the lineup exactly what I was thinking. We're going to have, instead of Jetpack on the Ella, he's going to be playing Alibi. Alibi, still a very good weapon, still a very good gadget to have, especially for the likes of Bar and Cocktail. If he doesn't 6-pick off here. Let's see. And there we are. We're going to trade that out for an Intel operator. Still, Alibi could be called an Intel operator, depending on how you look at her. But with these Velt cams in here, Velt cams are huge on this map. Because
I was going to say...
Yeah.
But I was going to say that I thought the Valk might be a decent ban. I mean, there's just so much square footage on this map that, like, possibly having a Valk off the board or, like, that could really make a big difference. I mean, she's almost on the same level as an Echo at this point, I would say, with minus the sonic booms, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much what she is. And, again, having her in here with Intel, I mean... what else can you really say? Let's look at the cameras, for instance, right? On just this site alone, you have one camera right here in this main hallway. That good sight of, you know, long desk here, the bar. You're gonna get the new little square over there, and you're gonna get the new Heaven Hatch. Okay, that's great if you're an attacker and you're Dokkaebi and you want to know where the defending team is, but what about all of over here on White Stairs? What about all the way over here in Christmas? What about all the way here in Cigar, Red Stairs? There's nothing there to let you know where anybody is.
Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. And it looks like we already have some attackers moving in, rappelling up on that north wall, getting up to the roof.
Absolutely, not wasting any time. Moneybags on the Buck is going to be opening up both of these hatches, trying to look for anybody playing there. But yeah, Devise is not wasting any time. Gridlock's going out onto these red stairs here, trying to cut off any late flanks later in the game. But Muzak's going to have to be careful. If he's going to want to go up any of these stairs, pick the wrong one and he's going to get taken down.
You know, it is a best of 3, so there is a little bit of wiggle room here, but you want to come out hot. I mean, in a best of 3, if you put the pressure on them early, I mean, you could close it out. I mean, this is a playoff game. You want to come out firing on all cylinders, and you really want to put the pressure on them and be aggressive in the beginning.
Tango located.
I love what Archer's doing here.
Archer has, yeah, great angle.
Yeah, that's going to be a beautiful angle. It's going to help out a lot later on, especially if he doesn't get too aggressive. Ooh, who do we got over here? It's going to be Scrub. Sitting over in Cigar, he is going to get the Claymore down over here on White Stairs. It's going to help with the rotation. Damage is going to try to push up. Now that there isn't an ACOG on Maestro, it's going to be a little bit harder to get those sharp angles, but he's still going to be able to do what he has to do best. That L to 556, still having the 81 rounds. It looks like they will start to get walls open. Just trying to catch the action here, see who I can see first. Jetpack got to be careful playing behind this bar here. If he isn't safe, he could get taken down from the skylight. That's exactly what Moneybags is going to do. He's going to come in and take down one. Devise Turtle's going to take down another.
And another.
Oh, and Scrub's going to take down Bacon as well with the headshot, leaving it all up to Archer and Damage here in a matter of 20 seconds, clearing out what they need to clear. Damage tries to go off to White Stairs to get that push, can't seem to do it.
15 seconds remaining.
And I can't.
He's taking it.
Yeah, I can't keep up. I can't get him quick enough.
And Siege is a hard game to commentate, man. It just all happens in the last few seconds when you're playing at this level.
Indeed it is. It's weird having somebody else that actually talks with me. Last 2 games I've done were just solos. It's weird to hear a voice.
It's like riding a bike, man. You'll get the rust off. Listen,
Absolutely.
man, we got this.
Absolutely. It looks like F6 are not going to try to go back upstairs and play the same site as they did before. Instead, opting to move down to kitchen, service, and cooking. Very popular site. Also very popular site for the attackers, as they are going to be able to use so much of this soft breach potential down below, or upstairs, excuse me, to get sites down below. This Sledge, this Sophia, smart picks, very smart picks to bring in this map. Idolizing pretty much the comment I said earlier about bringing that soft breach potential on a map like this is crucial for the victory. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But also on the flip side of this, F6 did get a taste of Devise's attack. They do understand a little bit of how they're going to play now. Hopefully they can take advantage of this, try to change it up a little bit. This right here was the strat I was talking about earlier that I was hoping I was going to be able to see here. F6 damage going on the castle to try to castle off Bakery door. He is also... Yeah, they are also going to have somebody playing behind this shield here, I believe. Yup, there it is in Bakery with a nice little rotation back on the site. It is a good plan. It is a good hold here to hold down this Bakery, making it difficult for the attackers to come in. However, on the flip side of this, it's going to be much easier for the attackers to get into sight if this doesn't work out for them in F6's favor.
I love the play here to bring the castle. I think that that's really nice to have that whole side room cut off there. If I was playing this map, I would definitely be behind that bakery and making use of that front room that Devise is slowly moving into right now. Just being able to play there and contest it is very nice, and you've got the smoke right there. I mean, that's a perfect spot for smoke. You've got the Jaeger ADS right behind him. I mean, that's like a really nice setup. I mean, just really good play from F6 right there.
Yeah, again, putting in this sort of damage that they are putting in here, I mean, they're going to have to try to get excuse me, tongue twister. They're going to have to try to get past it here. They're going to have to move past all of this Bakery hold, because if they don't get control of Bakery, they're just not going to be able to get into sight. They're going to have to try to push from the back. They're going to have to try to switch something up here, and I mean, it could cost them the round. Ooh, and that's going to be the first frag taken down by the likes of Bacon, getting off Scrubs very, very early. Still a minute 40 left, and with him being taken down, that's going to be extremely hard for the likes of their Thermite to open up any of these crucial walls. And Bacon with another money bags getting taken down as well. Tried to go for the peak. Unfortunately, we missed it. And he's just going to get taken down as well. But Remy will speak back. Gridlock trying to gridlock off these stairs here as they work their way behind. Really wishing that they had the likes of this Thatcher for this freezer wall, but Uzak is going to shut down that gridlock. Cut off any chances here. Crypty's going to try to get this kill, and does on the Uzak. This is going to be a double kill for Crypty. And now he's going to have to try to 1v2 with a minute left.
Crypty really bringing it back here. I mean, he was a 1v4 just a few seconds ago.
Looks like he's going to opt out to get this main wall here over in the main corridor. Decides to hold his position, will not be altered. We'll try to move in here, but it looks like he will get shut down by Jetpack.
I didn't want to say anything in the moment, but I was thinking when he put that Thermite down, I mean, literally, when he put it down, he I don't want to be critical here, but maybe if he went from the left, he could have peeked both sides. Was there a castle door on that main kitchen door there?
There was,
double door
unfortunately.
Leading, okay.
Still could have rotated his ways around, but, you know, either way, yeah, he definitely could have used that a little bit. But, I mean, 1v2, what else are you really going to do in that situation? He wide peeked it, got picked off, and, yeah, now we're going to reading Fireplace.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a great effort. He took it down from a 4v1 to a 2v1. I mean, it was pretty close.
Ooh,
getting a 6-pick on the Legion.
Yeah.
Cargo shorts, boy.
Don't you love cargo shorts?
Nah, man.
What? I love cargo shorts. Comfort is key, gentlemen. Comfort is key. And ladies. Ladies can rock the cargo shorts too. We just don't see it as much. No, but all jokes aside, we are going to be looking at something a little new here. See, I don't usually see reading room being opted as the play here when they haven't won upstairs yet. Looks like they are going to try to risk it. They are going to just try the new strat one after the other. They say if you lose on a site 2 rounds in a row, you're doing something wrong. So maybe they're going to try to take that to heart here. Instead, they're going to opt to pick, more safer options. What are they doing here?
Attackers are heading out to
For those of you just tuning in, it's a 1v1 Devise versus F6, and Cafe goes to the S6. And, F6 is defending right now.
They are indeed, and thank you also for joining as well. This is still I believe it's either the first or second game of the playoff. Sorry, I am not exactly well in tuned as to what games are going on, but at the moment it looks like we are going to be seeing a push over upstairs by Moneybags. He's going to try to make his way above to get a little bit of verticality downstairs onto reading room from, I believe, long bar, excuse me. Not mistaken, probably just going for the roam clear here. Devise Remy getting a nice line of sight over into Cigar and White Angle, while Devise Turtle is going to make his way into White Stairs.
To check 6 Serbian in Twitch chat right now. Good seeing you, man.
Loading mag.
Serbian, how you doing, buddy? Oh, right now, Devise has to be careful going up against the likes of what is Bacon. Bacon putting down to pretty much 1 health at the moment, though. Does see the likes of Gridlock, but doesn't get enough done off onto him. He realizes that all 5 of them are upstairs and is going to make his way back downstairs, saving his health. Very smart.
Yeah, I mean, just good play. I mean, he's playing aggressively but backing off when he needs to. I mean, he has just a sliver of health, as we like to say in ranked. I mean, it's good that he's moving off and not holding that angle.
Couldn't agree more, but there is the still precedenting factor at the moment that we have 2 people, Bacon and Archer, with extremely low health on the likes of F6, and they're going to have to be very careful holding their angles here and picking their gunfights. Getting open a lot of the floor here, opens up a lot of lines of sight into the objective down below, trying to just find the feet of somebody, but can't seem to find them yet. He's just going to start shooting down below. Devise is going to be, or Scrub, excuse me, is going to be working his way down White Stairs, trying to get a line of sight into somebody, but again, they're just playing it too careful. F6 is going to get taken down, but not out, as Remy will get the first kill off on a jetpack. Archer is going to answer back with one of his own on the Moneybags. And with 13 seconds left, they're not going to have enough time to get open this, or get up this Gridlock. They're pushing in. Devise gets one on the Archer. Very clean shot. Plan's going down. Scrub is going to take down another, as Damage is going to work its way upstairs. Scrub's going to take down Bacon, and now it's going to be all up to the likes of Damage. But we'll get shots on the 1.
He's got no impacts left. He can't blow it.
Oh, the hatch is not open.
He's got 1 bleeding out. Oh, Damage getting the kill. Can't do it, though. Devise will take that round.
Remy coming off with a beautiful 4K to finish off that round there. But what else would you expect from the madman himself? He's been pulling all plays like this pretty much the entire season. Look at him go. Oh, look at him go. Nothing to say, Jack? No, we do have fun here at Collective, but yeah, it looks like they are going to go back upstairs in the bar. I thought they were going to play in Fireplace at first. Decided against it, though, last second, as it seems Bacon will be switching over into Doc. Might see a spawn peek here, but Doc's probably the smart play to bring. I mean, he didn't like getting put down to such low health last round. He didn't like his teammates getting brought down to such low health last time. Being able to get some kills, but not having the health to win the second is definitely what has been costing a lot of F6 their gunfights so far. But hopefully with this dock play, it'll switch up. Ooh, he's bringing in the revolver as well.
Of course, you got to bring the howdy out. But I would say that I think the dock is a great play. I mean, if you think back, I mean, Bacon was taking on fights really early, and he was getting shot, and he had like just a little bit of health, and he had to rotate back to site. Having that dock there lets Bacon, who is a great fragger, come out and play a little bit more. And it's not just him. I mean, it's the other guys on the team. They all play aggressively, and having that little bit of extra safety there is a really nice thing, right?
Oh, exactly. And I mean, the only thing that he has to worry about, yes, is right there, possibly getting taken out on the spawn peak. That was what I was hoping for, or looking for, excuse me. Which would have just pretty much defeated the whole purpose. But no, with the dock on board, it's going to be a lot easier for the likes of Damage to be a little bit more aggressive as to what he's used to. Jetpack almost seeing the head of one, I believe, Devise Turtle, but not able to take him down, but definitely able to put a little bit of scare factor in him. And now Remy is going to be pushing up to get a view on the cigar launch. Let's see what we got going up above. That's going to be Devise Turtle here. Got to be playing careful. If not, he can get taken down by the likes of Jetpack, but Jetpack is going to play it safe, make it off with his life instead of taking that extra bit of damage. What we didn't know, though, is that it looks like Uzak is going to already be playing in Cigar Lounge here. But it doesn't matter. Scrub is going to be able to take him down with a headshot. Quick refrag, though, to take him down. That is going to be, yes, Bacon getting him off with another refrag. Back to back.
Oh, God. I mean, that's just good play. You got to be there for the refrag.
Yeah, and refrags are definitely going to be going out one after the other, but it looks like Devise has won it so far, as now it is going to be a 4-2. Oh, ran me! Amazing headshot over off into Jetpack. Definitely wasn't expecting it. Damage, not enough time, and not enough health. Will get taken down by Money. And that's going to be another round to Devise upstairs in bar.
I mean, just from what I know about these teams, I mean, this is just a really good matchup. You've got a lot of players on both teams that have high fragging potential. So this just makes a lot of sense that they're trading rounds. I mean, it's a 3-1, but it could easily be a 3-2 or you know, or a 2-2. I'm sorry, a 2-2. Easily, I would say. And then S6 is not out of this. That's for sure.
Absolutely not. Only thing that really threw them off. See, they just get. I mean, they're just getting taken out a little bit. You know, they're not playing as much aggressive or as putting as much aggression on the roam game. Excuse me. Trying not to stumble over my words, but apparently I can't do that. But yeah, they've just been getting taken out on site too much. I think that if they up their roam game a little bit, do a little more what they were doing downstairs in basement the first time. In basement, they pretty much opened up the full site. They had 2 bodies over here on Bakery. They had 2 people roaming, one upstairs. I believe there was one over here by the Christmas tree, if I'm not mistaken, by bar as well. And then they had just one person that was actually running between site and like this hallway here. So they need to start doing more of that. They need to put more aggression and more pressure on the roam game if they're going to start winning these gunfights and start winning these rounds.
Cafe is such an odd map to defend. Like, at least from my perspective, like this bottom floor. I mean, you have this guy that's in Christmas, like in the Christmas tree room, and that's. Yeah, maybe you only need one guy, but I think there's like a high probability that you send the whole team through there, and like, how do you even access that? Like, if you're on site, you can't even get, like, with this strat, you can't get to Christmas up and over. So it's just like a very, like, it's an open map, but at the same time, when you bring like a castle or something like that closes things off, it really makes it hard to access like certain areas, especially aside like where Christmas is. I mean, that's such a high traffic area.
Diffuser has been dropped.
Yeah, and I see that's what I was trying to pick at earlier is that's the reason I think they won this round the first time. They opened up the site entirely. They pretty much forced the attacking team to kind of play at their pace, to play at their style, and that's just something we haven't seen from any of the other sites. They have just been kind of playing it safe, playing it back on site, not really doing too much, you know, especially with not just roaming, but just opening up the site in general, and just been kind of, you know, playing themselves on that a little bit. So I want to see more play like this. I want to see them open up more angles out on the site, expand the site a little more, and just close off other areas to force the attacking team to do what they want to do. And right there, we just seen it. Uzak on the roam right there is going to take down Scrub and the Diffuser. And that's also going to be the Thatcher down as well. So now they can
He needs to be
this
calling that out to his teammates. I mean, he needs to let them know that diffuser's down on the stairs.
Absolutely.
That's a nice little grenade kill right there. F6 is getting gunned down.
Devise. Oh no, and F6, yeah, my bad. I'm dumb.
Dude,
You're
like-
right.
I haven't been doing this as much as you have. What's the deal?
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
2-3 right now.
Yeah, and just in this span of seconds, you guys didn't happen to. I mean, you guys seen it, but we weren't able to cast on it. Bacon just turned it into a 2v3, just immediately getting a quick 2K over off into Freezer, and right there, Archer getting another is going to put down Turtle here into a 1v3 with 30 seconds left. He knows that Uzak is on the roam, has to be careful. Uzak's going to try to push up, does see the head of one, but might not take him down. And he does it as he gets taken down himself. Damage, 3K, beautiful. As he takes down the finishing kill off onto Turtle, as we see here.
I mean, like I was saying, I mean, you're seeing two great teams just battle it back and forth. I mean, no one's really pulling away here. F6 not giving up. I mean, it was just good play. They read into the back push through White Stairs, Christmas area, like I was talking about at the beginning of the round. I mean, Uzak really anchoring that, really being kind of like the shield there. I mean, slowing down the attack so much so that F6 could read into it and adjust. I mean, getting lucky on that Thatcher kill early, really slowing down the push into Freezer. And, you know, he just so happened to be carrying the diffuser at the same time. So really stopping the attack and letting F6 adjust. And at that point, the focus is all on that area. You really don't even need to look anywhere else for the most part.
Absolutely. And, I mean, I want to see that same thing happen here again, because this right here, this is the last defensive round on Cafe. So again, with that being said, I mean, F6 still has a lot of room to play around with. There's still going to be, you know, Clubhouse next, and they still have the entire attacking round in their favor as well. The only thing, though, is that they're going to want to take this into a 3-3 instead of a 4-2, because this map, some people say it's defender-sided, some people say it's attacker-sided. Personally, it all depends on how you play each site. And if, again, you see, I want to see more of this. I want to see them opening up more of the site. I want to see them taking it to more areas and do a little bit less bodies on site and a little more pressure on a lot of the more popular areas that most of the attackers run through.
Locate and defuse a bomb.
Very even on the kills, though. Scoreboard looking pretty much just the same, 3-4, 3-3, and 2 for the likes of F6, whereas it's a little more one-sided on the likes of Devise. Remy carrying the team on his shoulders with this 8-2, putting in a lot of damage, while the rest of his team is just kind of trying to keep up behind him. Now a word from our Jack.
I don't know about our Jack, but Jack. I've just this like window play here is okay. I'm glad to see him throw out a drone, but drone it first, in my opinion. That's just me. I'm just scared of this. I'm not telling him what to do. He's a better player than I am. So he does what he wants, but I am so scared of peeking that normally.
Well, we do have a saying here between the casters, anyways, at Collective, and there's a reason that they're players and we're casters, and we don't know whatever crazy scheme they're going up with. It's got to work for them, even if it doesn't work for us. As we see here, Damage taking out money bags with that beautiful Ella recoil. And, I mean,
dude,
Jack, you
long
wanted to see what it
range.
looked like. You wanted to see what it looked like.
Oh yeah. I'm like, if you have been in Collective for a bit, you know I like Ella, and that was long range. Ooh, you need to run across that, by the way.
Attacker's bomb
But
diffuser has been dropped.
the long range recoil there was just beautiful. When you get past a certain distance, it's uncontrollable, and that was obviously not. X popping off here. Max, you got this.
I was letting you go on about it, but yeah, definitely back and forth. F6 was getting a lot of frags. Devise trying to answer back the best that they can. And I mean, what else can you really say about it? It's going to be Archie down on site. Upstairs is going to be Damage on Whitehall. They probably think he's not there. They don't realize he is. That's going to be the diffuser down. 40 seconds left with Damage still upstairs. And now it's going to be a 1v2.
What a
And he's
big
got
kill right there.
Huge kill. And it's going to be all up neck and neck as Damage is going to try to go up against the likes of Remy. Remy has been top fragging this entire time, carrying the likes of his team, but Ella with this nerf, they know where he's at, they know where he is, they know what's going on. He's going to go for the drop, and that's Damage, ladies and gentlemen. Even when they knew where he was, even going up against the likes of Remy, look at him go, drop shot to the head. What a round.
T coming out to play. What a fucking job he did right there.
I'm sorry, Max, but I gotta say it. That was incredible. Just really good play by him. I mean,
He got lucky with that diffuser there, but keeping his cool and just locking it down for F6. It's tied 3-3 right now.
Yeah, and that 3-3 was just the way that F6 wanted it. I mean, almost seen that Blackbeard play. I was really hoping for it. I hope to see a 6-pick to it, but that was...
I just want to point this out. Like, if you saw Damage there, he kept on going back towards that wall on red stairs. Like,
smart play. I mean, I could tell that he was probably looking to not hide, but rotate. Like,
when the diffuser's down and you're a defender, you're basically just trying to, like, avoid conflict at that point. I mean, when the clock is ticking, you don't want to risk, like, getting in a gunfight, but... And you won it. That's all that matters. I mean, he just killed it right there. I mean, that was beautiful.
Yeah, at that point, I think he was trying to go for the rotate. He was trying to just get over the red stairs to try to waste a little more time. But at that point, he's like, screw it. I can't make it over in the red stairs. Remy's going to be pushing me. This man is sitting at top with 9-3, and I got to come out on top. So I'm going to drop. And he came out with a 4K on that round. I didn't know if you noticed that, but Damage pulled in a lot of weight here as he has shot up from 3-4 to 7-4 here now. Should be in top, but the assists are going to put his team on top. Bacon sitting in first place 4, 5, and 6. Whereas on the other side, again, still Remy in first place with 9-3, and then Scrub and Moneybags trying to follow behind with 5-4. That was a beautiful play last round, though. It was.
Just showing out, honestly. That's the IGL, the team captain, putting the team on his back, though. I mean, just making it known that, he's here and S6 is not going to lose. Like, this is playoffs. Like, I'm not surprised at all, to be honest.
Absolutely. I would expect nothing less. Looks like we try to go for a C4. Instead, it's just going to be a free open. Before you were talking about not droning this out before just going in and peeking, but yeah, it looks like the likes of Mozzie is just going to open up a free hatch there. That's going to be Remy trying to get the early pick, excuse me.
Reloading, cover me.
The sides just switched. I mean,
yes.
I was gonna say the sides just switched. We have to think after that round where Damage just crushed it like that. I mean, the S6 has to be hyped. They're coming in hot.
Oh yeah, this was the chance. I told you they were going to take this 3-3. There was no way that the likes of F6 was going to take this into a 3-4, and now.
I found one. Third floor. Going frag.
This might be the first off of the game if they are able to take off Crypty here. But yeah, I mean, F6 has got to be hyped up. They have got to be a little more energetic than what they were before, knowing here that, I mean, they're just not going to get bullied anymore. That's essentially what happened.
The point is they have momentum right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter what the score is. If you come off a win like that for the last round on your side, like, you have momentum. And look, I mean, score 3, there's double frag right there. I mean, we're looking good if you're on F6 right now. So it's back to 2-3. I mean, you know, these teams frag, you go back and forth, but they're coming out energetic at the beginning, and we'll see how it plays out at the end here. Only 50 seconds left on the
50 seconds left, but it's not going to matter for the likes of Remy, as Remy is, almost getting a headshot there, but does take down the likes of the IQ, bringing them now into a 2v2, and that's going to be Scrub and Remy on defense. Beautiful play. What a beautiful rotate, I should say, as he is going to take down the likes. Oh, that's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate to see that there. But, yeah. Remy, beautiful rotate there. And he dropped 2 last round? Yeah, he dropped 2 last round. As well as Scrub coming in close behind, dropping another 2. Yeah. So 4 between the two of them. Very good play. Damage came in quick to take down the likes. I believe it was Crypty, but there was a quick refrag by Turtle, shutting down that sort of, you know, powerhouse play. Bacon came in with the 2-piece closely after. And, yeah, just kind of, you know, after they got those first initial frags, it sort of went downhill from there. Once
momentum's
two top fraggers got in, they just didn't know what to do.
Momentum's a fickle thing. I mean, Devise just showing up and doing well there. Still, you know, a fighting chance. It's only map 1. It's only 4-3. So a lot of siege to be played here.
I mean, biggest thing I want to point out is that was pretty much F6's way of testing out what sort of defense they're going to be going up against. Because now that they've seen that, now that they know kind of what's going on, now they have sort of an idea of how Devise is going to play, what sort of momentum they're going to be bringing, what sort of angles and rotations they're going to try to hold. Biggest thing they need to figure out is what sort of rotations is Remy going to make, because this man's rotation is what has given him the advantage every single kill this game. Is just the sheer amount of insane rotations he's made. Every time you think he's going to be one place, he's 6 others. Those of you just joining, welcome, by the way. This is the F6 versus Devise match, and I still don't know if it's the first or second map in the playoffs, but none of that matters. All that matters is what's going to happen here, as Scrub is going to try to single-handedly hold off the likes of Bakery. No shield. Does have the ADSs down here, however, but this is going to be a hard thing to hold here.
I just want to point out, like, I mean, Devise winning that round, it's big. That, like we said, the momentum in Siege is, like, definitely a thing, and they kind of put a little halt on that, and we'll see how F6 responds to this, like, right now. I mean, they're acting a little bit more cautious on the push here. You don't have people just punching windows out and trying to push for it, but this round, I think, will tell how the rest of this map goes. It will dictate who wins this. I think this is the round that we see if Devise or F6, you know, takes it, in my opinion.
That's a good call.
I think Devise is going to win. I think the whole thing. But if F6 fights back, we're going to have like a slugfest per usual.
Recharge ready.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's right.
Well, I guess we're going to have to try to figure out here. Looks like the first plan of attack, though, is going to be to just open up these sort of lines of sight from the roof here. Ooh, Bacon trying to get a first frag off. Doesn't really seem to get it, but does do a lot of damage. Castle will be taken down, but not out. And Crypty is going to get the frag off onto one as Scrub gets a frag onto another. And they're just going ape at the moment. And Scrub getting another. My God, taking down Bacon. Scrub, they just can't seem to stop him. Finally taking him down. Uzak does get one, but it doesn't even matter, as just Remy, excuse me, is going to get the refrag on Archie, and now it's going to be Uzak 3v1, a minute left on the clock, but he is so low on health. In a matter of seconds, just being taken down one after the other. Uzak, buddy, what are you gonna do? Let's find out.
I mean, the HP difference here. I mean, oh,
Yeah, nothing he could have done there.
yeah. It's a glancing blow here does it. Yep.
Yeah,
That
nothing-
was a winnable situation there. I mean, it was the odds were stacked against him, but the guys had no health, and in a game like Siege, I mean, the tables can turn. So
Sorry I'm yawning so much, but yeah, I do agree. Then again, though, this might not be F6's strongest map. So seeing them here being on a 5-3 situation, the fact they're able to, be as close as what they are. I mean, we've already been seeing the pure fragging potential from the likes of Devise. Devise has been getting slugfest after just headshot after headshot, especially not just Remy, but also Scrub and Crypty as well. And I mean, yes, there's been some good plays on F6, a couple 2Ks here, 3Ks here, won them a round or two, but nothing that has solidified them long-term to put them in the lead. So the biggest thing that I'm looking at here is this going to be a trend? Is Devise really just the better gunners all around? Or is it just the fact that this map is giving them sort of an advantage because F6 hasn't really, done their homework on it as much per se? They haven't really gotten as comfortable with this map compared to some of the other maps that you can play on. That's what I want to figure out.
I mean, it makes perfect sense.
10 seconds left before insertion.
I mean, like, the way with Siege is you just have to kind of look
5
at,
seconds
like,
left before insertion.
what, each map is its own game,
Attackers
really,
objective
and
is
you just gotta hope that you can hang in there as it moves on. And I'm trying to figure out what the next map is.
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse is next. Okay, so like you have to think, like, even if F6 loses this, I mean,
Right.
take F6 on Clubhouse on my best day ever.
Right, and that's something I wanted to point out. I mean, yes, Devise is a very good team. They've had a very good season so far, but so has F6, and F6 has not really played too much on this map. They have, oh my god, Scrub, what are you doing taking down Uzak? I wasn't even prepared for it, didn't even see him from my perspective or my point of view. Beautiful, just quick fire shot there to get the first frag. Gonna try to get another, but doesn't, as he does get shut down by damage. But yeah, Clubhouse is a whole new playing field. It's a whole new world, and it's going to be completely different compared to how they are playing here on Cafe. But then again, we could be wrong. Devise may take it all. We'll have to see. Still
I mean,
up
that
for
being said, the point is that both the teams are pretty evenly matched. We're talking about the difference of a map here. I mean, Devise is a great team. Oh my god! It was jetpack. I'm sorry. I thought that was
trying
a
to get
wallbang
greedy.
of the century.
Does get greedy, does see one, tries to go for the second, but can't! The knife misses! Moneybags is going to get that knife off on the jetpack. And now he's going to try to not get shot up from above. Damage. And Archer, probably two best operators to have in this 2v2 situation right now, are going to try to push their way into sight. Unfortunately, the best players they have at the moment is going to be on the defensive team, as well as Turtle is going to have that pulse play, basically just a moving cam to figure out exactly where the likes of F6 are. Oh, damn it, he should have held that angle for just a little bit longer. Whew! There's a lot of damage onto that mute there. That's going to be Moneybags getting a lot of damage done to him. A quick run out by Turtle! He's going to try to get two, and he does! Turtle! What are you doing? Taking down Archer and damage! Bringing them now to match point. Devise! Wow, what a play! The sheer aggression! He said, I'm not going to let you come to me. I'm going right to you.
That's Turtle. I mean, that's everything I know about how Turtle plays right there, just on display. I mean, the guy just his aggression, run out. I mean, it's good aim, like just all in one clip right there.
And the sheer confidence is his gun skill and his ability to win those gunfights. That right there is what separates us from the pros. That confidence, that level of commitment to be able to his teammates already down. He has 20 health. The time is just clicking on the clock, and he knows like they're gonna get if I sit back, they're going to win this, and it's either gonna be they win by taking me down in sight, or they win by me taking a chance, but at least here I can take a chance, and I mean it paid off. So very good work from the likes of Turtle.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
We're
by
at match
attackers.
point. I don't know if you recalled what I said earlier, 2 rounds ago.
Oh, I do.
We might be getting to that point. I don't want to eat my words here.
Well, this is going to be a little different. This is not going to be a tie round.
By attackers.
Well, it could be a tie round, but there is overtime. So
Yes, drone acquired.
if F6 comes back, there is still an ability for them to come back. I mean, F6 could take this to overtime. They could still win this map,
Attackers have located
but
a
it's
bomb.
going to be a struggle and a climb for them to do that.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Reloading, cover me.
Ooh, Crypty getting a little greedy here, trying to go for the spawn peak. Doesn't see anybody though.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
And Devise! He's going to throw a C4 out and does get the kill off on the damage, taking him out. And now it's going to be a 4v5 for match point with 2.5 minutes left.
Attackers
Very
drop the
unfortunate
bomb
for the
diffuser.
likes of Damage. Scrub's going to get a little bit aggressive there. Does see the head of one, but doesn't finish. Going to try to go back. Just wasting time right now.
Attackers
Putting up
recovered
this
the bomb.
constant pressure.
Attackers bomb diffuser has been dropped.
I mean, taking that capital off the board is a nice reprieve from the defense. I mean, that's so much utility with the capital off the board there. I mean, the smokes, the fire, the LMG, it's just so much. The Claymore as well.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Ooh, Uzak coming in, getting a quick double kill from down below.
Wow.
Yeah, running in from White Stairs. Guess I should have watched him when I had the chance. But he's going to come in and get a very fast 2K, putting them now into a 3v5. This is the Uzak I have been looking for. I've been expecting these types of plays from him. I've been waiting for this start to play all game. I'm glad to see it starting to come out now, but wish I could have seen it a little earlier. Let's see if he's going to go for the 3K here as he starts pushing his way up towards site.
This is the moment for him to step up and say, we're not going to lose this. Like, right here. He's got that double kill. He needs to finish it off. He needs to take out Turtle on the second level. This. He just has to he has to show up. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Plant is going down in the default spot. Turtle, however, is going to come up. No one's watching him, and Turtle's going to get an easy pick off as he does take down one. Quick refrag, however, by Jetpack getting taken down by the likes of Crypty, and Crypty now. Wow, what a F6 going a little too aggressive for these frags here, or for this plan here. It does cost them quite a bit of their life. Doesn't cost them the round, however. Bacon getting down to very little health. And now they're going to have to try to get the diffuser.
15
Oh my
seconds
god,
remaining.
Uzak getting put down to 1 health. Bacon gets 1. He's going to have to try to get this kill off onto the Legion. If they don't have the diffuser, there's not enough time. They're going to have to plant. There's not enough time to plant. He has to get the frag. He can't do it. He's going to play the time. Ladies and gentlemen, the first map goes to Devise.
Momentum is a thing, my man.
Momentum is a huge thing. It came down to a 1v1 situation, and yeah, it looks like Devise played it safe, and they won that map. You know, what can I say? again, really wish to have seen a little more pressure defensively by the likes of F6. Would have liked to see them open up their sights a little more, open up, do a little bit better on the roam game. But, what can you really say? It's all over, up and over, as now we are going to be moving on to Clubhouse.
This, like we said earlier, I mean, Clubhouse is a huge map for F6, and I think the real telltale sign is gonna be the first three rounds of this map. I mean, if F6 is gonna give up, I mean, if they're gonna lose this whole series, it's gonna be early. You're gonna see a lot of struggle. The teams are pretty evenly matched, as far as I know, and I think the fragging potential on both sides is pretty even as well. So. I just know that F6 has consistently gone off on Clubhouse rather than Cafe. So we'll definitely see if the map played a part in that.
Yeah, it looks like someone did disconnect, but they are going to try to reconnect in here a little bit. But yeah, like you were saying, I mean, Clubhouse is going to be a whole different playing field, whole new strats, whole new world, whole new all sorts of things, new operator picks, new operator bans, new just start to bottom or top to bottom, start to finish. F6 is going to have a whole new chance here. And I mean, Devise, why do you leave? You make my life so much harder. But yeah, what was I going at? Brain fart. 1 second. All right. Well, we are going to take a quick 5-minute bathroom break, as it seems. But yeah, it looks like a couple players over on the likes of Devise are going to use the restroom. Not quite sure why they left the actual game. That is beyond
Probably
me.
say you wouldn't start it, my man.
Huh?
Probably say you wouldn't start the game, I would imagine.
Probably, yeah. Quick message would have been enough, though, I guess. But yeah, so while they're doing that, like I was saying before, Clubhouse is going to be, all new sites, all new operators, all new attack strategies, all new defensive strategies, all new roam games, all sorts of, just this is going to be a refresher for the likes of F6. F6 is a very strong team on Clubhouse. They beat, I believe, MMG on Clubhouse. They beat a couple other teams on Clubhouse as well to get their spot solidified here in the playoffs. So I want to see if they're going to do that same thing here again. I hope they're going to do the same thing here again. But yeah, this time they're going to be on attacking first. So F6 is going to be taking Devise on attack for Clubhouse, which might be good for them. It might be a little better for F6 to have this attacking round first. It might be a little better to, now that they've gotten a feel for how Devise plays on defense, for the type of aggression they have, for the rotations they have, to use this time to their ability, or to their advantage, to use this sort of time to get up a couple rounds, maybe put it in even if they could put it into a 4-2 when they switch on to defense, with them being 4 and, or with Devise being 4 and them being 2, that's still a better hold for them, due to how strong I know they are defensively, towards winning pretty much all the next defensive rounds. So yeah, starting on attack's probably going to be it's going to be a new change of pace, and it might be a breath of fresh air for the likes of F6. Mumble, 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 caster, caster, caster noise, yada, yada, yada. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going ahead and looking up some of the map ban stuff, and I think that you're right. I mean, the fact that Devise is defending first is, I'm going to use a big word here, but fortuitous. I mean, that's a big deal for them to start on defense. Is really nice. But if F6 was starting on defense, it would kind of be a different story. And I would say that, F6 is really going to kill it here right off the bat. But to have F6 on attack on a defensive heavy map like Clubhouse, That's really nice for Devise, and I think we could see Devise really pull away early here. That's not saying that F6 is going to lose the map, but it's definitely going to even the playing field a little bit because I do know how strong F6 is on Clubhouse. But I just want to reiterate here, it's literally anybody's game, so we'll see what happens.
On another episode of Casters Don't Take Sides, because we don't take sides.
I mean, if you're gonna take a side, you take the underdog side.
Always, and that's why I vote for you, Jack.
Thanks, man.
No problem, buddy.
Hate that.
All right. Well, it seems like everybody is back from their bathroom breaks. Everybody's gotten a drink of water, breath of fresh air, and this is definitely given time for F6 to kind of collect themselves, talk among themselves as well on what things they need to fix, what things they need to change, what things they did right, what things they did wrong, blah 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 blah, to hopefully help them out here now moving into Clubhouse. And as we get moved into the bans, we are going to see Devise banning first. Let's see what they pick. That right there is going to be a comfort ban and a very common ban on the likes of Clubhouse. Maverick being used on many sites, pretty much every site available. Other than, actually, no, I could see him being used in bar as well. So yeah, taking that Maverick off is going to be a huge pick. Let's see how F6 answers back. It's going to be a Jackal. Very smart leaving that Thatcher ban. Thatcher being known as another common ban on this map as well. Taking him off the board, though, would have been very troublesome for the likes of F6. I don't know. Personally, I think that Jackal ban is... I can't tell if it was a good ban. I mean, it's a common ban. It's a ban that we see a lot throughout most of the maps. But the fact that he wasn't banned last map and neither of the teams used him throughout the entire map other than like one round, I'm not quite sure why they would ban him over maybe something else. But then again, they are an attack first, so maybe they just didn't want to handicap themselves a little more than what they already are. And Mira is going to be the defending ban, as well as Echo, leaving that Cade in here for the hatches, leaving in the Bandit for the half wall onto CCTV, as well as leaving in Mute as well. So, I mean, it's a safe ban because you definitely don't want to see a Mira in the likes of upstairs on CC. You know, you don't want to see Mira downstairs in church as well. So, safe ban, but I probably would have went with the Cade. Kaid, as some say.
I do like the Maverick ban. I mean, just thinking back onto what, thinking back on what,
Fortuitous.
Fabian and his crew did with Maverick in Pro League. I mean, last season on Clubhouse. I mean, there's just so many things that you can do, like in church and servers. I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, like you said, he's viable on every site, but those two especially. I mean, he just opens the whole room up.
Yeah, absolutely. Biggest thing I wanted to point out is that they did switch out the smoke for a Legion. Now, Legion and smoke on their own and in their own ways are two very powerful operators. Personally, I think smoke is just a little bit stronger depending on how much time is left in the map. So, very beginning of the map, very even towards middle of the map, Legion's going to be the strongest player. But once you get down to the last like 45, 30 seconds left in the map, you're going to definitely want to have that smoke player on your side. But maybe Devise is confident that they're not going to get, down to that much time left. Maybe they're not going to, maybe they're confident that F6 isn't going to put them down to only 30 seconds left on the clock with, a man advantage. So maybe that's why they're stuck with the Legion instead. Uzak already pushing his way up onto this balcony here to try to get a line of sight on the CCTV window. Shots are going out, but not enough to actually do anything with that. Oh, and Crypty tries to go for the bandit trick here on this wall. Can't seem to get it, however. Runs across on the red stairs and somehow makes it out with his life. And now this is the power that you were mentioning before with the likes of F6. F6 just putting in some serious damage already. Getting down a ton of health, and Bacon getting the first frag even on the Scrubs, as now they're going to work their way into stock and just try to keep pushing their way in. However, Jetpack will be taken down with the likes of Crypty, as no both walls are going to get open. Remy sitting up in cash as Crypty is going to make his way back up with his life. Remy getting a kill off on the Uzak, however. And now they're going to try to get a sight off into stock. Bacon playing the bottom of these red stairs, waiting for somebody to peek.
Here we go. Oh, come on, what that angle? It was so close right there. I mean, it's smart of the defender not to. You don't, there's no situation where a defender needs to peek that angle.
No, and I mean, it just proved off there. Bacon did end up getting that frag off on, I believe, the bandit, if I'm not mistaken. Taking him down. They got to be careful here, just sort of pushing up his turtle. Still has control of the top of this garage catwalk, I believe is the name for it. Oh, we see the pixel peek of the head of Bacon. Bacon is just going to run in and go for the immediate frag. Gets taken down, though. Not out, however, as Remy is going to throw in a C4 to finish him off. And now it's going to be a even 2v2 with, again, 30 seconds left on the clock. Remy doesn't see where he is. He's going to possibly open up this window for the rotate. Archer makes his way in.
15 seconds left.
Oh no, but Moneybags is going to try to go for the C4, and he does get the nitrocell and does get it off clean. However, there's not going to be enough time to get this plant down. 5 seconds left, and he can't make it through the wall. And from the floor, the first round is going to go to Devise. Cheeky little one. Man, the rest of F6, I have got to see more kills coming from you guys. Bacon has been holding a lot of the weight here, coming off with a 3K in the first round. He did a lot of damage last map as well on Cafe, pulling in a couple 2Ks here, 2K or 3Ks there. Damage did pull some off in the beginning on defense, but once they got an attack, his attack just started slipping a little. I hope that doesn't stay the trend here if we are going to see F6 have a chance of trying to take this map back from Devise.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if F6 gives this one up, I mean, we're starting to look bad here. I would say if it's a 3-0, I'm going to be leaning towards Devise here on getting the win. But right now, it could still go either way. It's just 1-0.
Attackers need to locate and
It is still
any
1-0.
bombs
It is one way. I'm just saying, I hope I don't see the same trend happen from last map as what I did before. A little late loading time, but the pings are a little ugh. I'm playing on Eastern though, so hopefully everything's okay on there.
Reinforcing wall.
Attackers have located a bomb.
This belly full of Chipotle though will affect my sleeping
10
schedule,
seconds
however.
remaining.
As boy am I one sleepy caster.
5 seconds to go.
Reinforcing the wall.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Max is literally always sleeping.
All the time. I hibernate. We made jokes about my hibernation as I missed the season or the Summer Cup 2 finals because I was asleep.
Wow, I had forgotten about that. I think I'm done casting now. Thank you. Why am I even here?
Yep, and I got a lot of backlash from not only my fellow admins, but also my fellow casters and the collective community as a whole. So I once again want to apologize for that. It was an accident, Jack. Okay, it was an accident.
I want to hear it from chat right now.
Reload.
What? Hear what
Hear
from
chat
chat?
get mad. I want to hear chat get mad at Mix.
Don't get angry at me, chat. Forgive me. Oh, looks like Devise Turtle is going to be the one to get the first kill off on the damage, and that's going to be damage taken down yet again. Big pick. That's going to be the Thatcher off
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
into this blue here. Oh, Jetpack's going to answer back of his own, though, with this beautiful scope play. This scope being proven to be a huge threat. With a nice little line of sight here. Jetpack just looking in the wrong place at the wrong time, is not able to get the frags he is looking for. And if he isn't careful, Remy is going to get this frag here. Through this little peek hole, Jetpack has to be careful. Everybody's pushing the worst. They're looking away at the wrong times. Uzak, however, is going to push up to the outside of Church, trying to get into Motorcycle. Doesn't get the kill, however, as Remy does turn around and take him down. And that's going to be Scrub getting not one, but two as he takes down both Bacon and Archer. And now it's going to be a 1v4. He has the LMG to take down one, but can't take down another. His Moneybags is going to finish off yet another round. Oh, the disrespect. He hip-fired him. He hip-fired him.
That is major disrespect. I mean, when you're playing at this level, I mean, there's no reason to hip fire except to throw some shade here. And I hope that S6 notices that and kind of claps back, but we'll see.
Yeah, and you were talking earlier about a 3-0 going to Devise. Again, I wasn't hoping to see that this early in the round, but it looks like it just might be that. It looks like Devise getting into the heads of F6 a little bit. Playing a little off compared to how they usually play. Shots not landing where they usually do, not making the rotations. Timing just having especially not been in their favor this game as well. I wonder what's kind of throwing them off today. I wonder what's sort of, throwing off their game.
I mean, there's just so many things that go into a siege like game. I mean, as a player, when you're in there, I mean, it's more than just showing up and having a good attitude. I mean, it's did you get enough sleep? Did you eat enough? Like, it's a whole
Exactly.
thing. You can't just downplay it. I mean, the siege is a big mental game, and then there's just so much to it. Not to mention that, like I said before, timing has been not in their favor this game or the last map. For sure, there's definitely some randomness to the games that you really have to hope swings in your favor, and maybe it hasn't been swinging in F6's favor, but that's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. They're still both good teams, and we'll see what happens here. I'll say that if Devise pulls away here at 3-0, unless S6 claps back within 3-3, Devise is going to take this map. I'm just going to call it right now. And in series, I mean,
take the game.
Like, they just F6 has to answer. I saw Serbian talking about it in chat. I mean, for it to actually happen, they got to win out here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it's easier said than done. Devise has had a pretty strong game so far. Their timing has been impeccable. Their gun skill, I mean, they haven't been missing their shots. And then you just seen it with the hip fire there at the end to kind of finish that out last round. I mean, what else? How else do you really answer to that? They are going to change it up a little bit, though. Uzak is going to get the first frag as they drone out for him. Uzak knowing now exactly where this smoke player is. And he's going to have to be careful here because this smoke can take or break essentially what Uzak does here next.
I really like the location smoke there. He gave it up so quickly, though. That's really unfortunate. I mean, maybe just trying to say the rounds are up 2-0, play a little conservatively, but that angle that he had was really nice. And also, I like this position of the Turtles, so we'll see what happens here. Keeping that smoke in play is a good thing, but I guess he's low on health. But, God, that was such a good spot.
Ooh, Speaking of good spot, Turtle here has a nasty angle over onto Jim Window. And if F6 isn't careful, this could take down a lot more bodies than just one. Look at this angle. How do you defend how do you attack that? Moneybags knowing exactly where they are. Devise Turtle getting taken down by the likes of Jetpack, but Crypty will answer right back, taking him down as well. And now he's going to try to rotate up to construction. Shots go off. Crypty's going to try to play it safe here. A minute left on the clock. 4 alive on the likes of F6. A lot more health, or a lot more health, excuse me, than what Devise has. But again, Devise has just been winning these gunfights. Bacon not pushing up as aggressive as what he should have been. He's going to let these people rotate. As it looks like Moneybags is going to get taken down from the window here. Crypty is going to answer back with yet another, though. He does rotate back around into this little secret cubby hole here. And they're just going to try to wait for him to peek. And that's going to be the final kill as Uzak, excuse me, takes down both? Oh, I guess he got one down. Uzak finally answering back with a 4K of his own, finally getting some kills up onto the board. Been waiting for that for a whole map. We've been waiting for that, and I said it towards the end of last map as well. I was expecting much, much bigger things from him. Glad to see he's finally starting to come back with that. Put a drone in front of him, tell him where to shoot, and let him do what he does best, and that's frag out. Where has he been?
I mean, you see little glimpses. You saw little glimpses of this in Cafe where Uzak would show up and do some big things, and let's just hope that he stays consistent because F6 needs him right now. F6 needs someone to start the charge. I mean, this is 2-1. They got to keep it going. We get 2-2 and then possibly 2-3 and maybe 4-2 or 3-3 at the end of this, and it's in anybody's game at that point. So they really need somebody to show up on the F6 side right now to kind of even things out.
Well, at least it's not a 3-0 like we were predicting. Or saying that it could have been. So,
yeah,
still a good chance for...
Lights out.
Yeah, at least on the bright side here, with it not being a 3-0, now bringing it to a 2-1. Like I said before, even if it goes to a 4-2 favor in Devise against F6, F6 can still do some serious damage on defense.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Oh my goodness, I need to wake up by going back to bed after this game. But for now, oh, it looks like we could have gotten a possible run out there, but are not going to see it. Yes, we are. Turtle is going to run out. Tries to go for the hip fire. Doesn't really see anybody, though, as Damage tries to run around and get the kill on him. Doesn't see him. And Turtle will be able to make his way back upstairs. Just kind of turned the wrong angle at the wrong time. Something I did like to point out here is now they are going to have this shield here covering these brick stairs. So it's not going to be as easy to just sort of run in and frag out. And I mean, not really a lot they could do here. Damage needs to get below and open up this floor if they have any chance of opening up this dual wall. Instead is going to opt to get the shield out. Not quite sure if that was the play, however. We still do, however, have Uzak playing over in bar, and I get to him right in time to see a possible frag by him. But he is going to be running into the likes of Scrubs. He knows where Scrub is at. And he does get the first kill, getting down to 25 health. Uzak will take down the likes of Scrubs, and they do get the wall open. We'll see how it happened. Wall does get open into CCTV, and now they get pretty much CCTV control if they can stop this Legion from playing over in Garage. They do make their way in. It looks like Jetpack is AFK. Very unfortunate for him, but Turtle is going to get that frag off onto Bacon. Refrag, however, by Damage, as Damage is going to take down Turtle and make his way in.
Ready.
Bags of Remy just trying to play it safe here on the smoke.
Yeah, 3-4 right now. I mean, this round could go either way, honestly.
Before, but not a lot of
Damage
health.
is
and
holding.
even-
Ooh. Not a lot of health at all,
Defender
like
has
you're
left
saying.
the
I mean, it
designated
just,
staging area.
we have two players. No, we only have one player down on Devise. Damage getting that double kill. Rotating through garage right now. Is it even necessary? Might get some kills here.
Crypty does take down the likes of Uzak with a quick headshot, but however, he is still downstairs. Plan is going out. Remy does get the kill off on the Jetpack. Going to try to go for a second. Does get the second with the shotgun.
Attackers need to protect it.
And now it's going to be all up to Damage in this 1v2. Again, wrong angles, wrong area. Damn know where he's at. That's going to be Damage with the triple kill. Going to try to go for a third here. Diffuser is down. And Damage just has to play it safe. Such low health. It's going to be a 1 bar on the likes of Crypty. Crypty, however, just can't do it as Damage will get the headshot and bring it now to a 2-2. Ooh, nice shot. But that was a very close round. That was looking a lot more in Devise's favor as Remy was able to come in. If he would have stopped that plant from going down, that would have been a completely different story. But unfortunately, with the diffuser down, not really a lot he could do other than try to take out the likes of Damage. Unfortunately, he was unable to do so, and because of that, Damage was able to win them the round with his own 4K to answer back, just like Uzak. Finally starting to see F6 wake up. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see F6 is finally starting to come back. Uzak with the 4K gets one on the next round, and Damage quick to answer back with a 4K of his own, not letting Bacon get all the glory. Glad to see that it's coming here to a 2-2 instead of the 3-0 as Jack previously claimed it could have gone to. But, yeah. Definitely interested to see where it's going to end out here in the game, because how it ends is is pretty much what's going to sum up how Devise takes it on attack. If it goes to a 3-3, I'm calling it here, it's going to be F6's game. If it goes to a 4-2, however, in Devise's favor, it might still be a chance for Devise. We're going to have to see how strong they are in attack, though.
Attackers have discovered the location
Now
of
a
a
word
bomb.
from our sponsors, Jack.
I mean, we're tied 2-2.
There he is.
This is just an incredible. This is just an incredible game. I mean, what more like can you ask for? F6 showing up, and same with Devise. This map will be a big factor in the series. Obviously, I mean, do I even need to say that? And I've really enjoyed seeing some of the strategies from the Devise here. I mean, some of the rotations, some of the lines of sight that they've created through the walls have been really incredible. As you're seeing now with the fence setup, the camera work from Mex right now.
One moment. No, but we are going to be going back downstairs here at the fence. It looks like Damage and Archer are going to be playing up as well. Damage is going to be trying to get a full access into blue. Trying to clear out anybody possibly playing there below. Uzak getting the ping. That one is down below. Doesn't get the shots off
Attackers
in
dropped the
time,
bomb
however.
diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Blast area!
And now they are going to be opening up these hatches. Want to see this first kill by Uzak. What is he possibly up to? can I open up this call again? There we go. Uzak getting a couple shots down there, down the hallway, trying to get a headshot off on the one. I want to see him get this kill. Can't seem to get it, however, will be able to take himself back, making his way off of his life. Does get a lot of damage, however. Moneybags is going to replace him, as now we do get the hatch open in kitchen. Jetpack going to come down and get the first frag.
Bomb located by attackers.
Bacon coming out close behind him with very, very low health. Ooh, and Jetpack's going to get down another. Remy taking down the likes of F6 Uzak, but there will be a quick refrag by Damage. Remy getting yet another off on the damage, and he is holding his own here in church. Jetpack getting the kill off onto Remy. Turtle getting the frag back, however, Bacon tries to come in and get another frag. And it's going to be a one feed. It's going to be a 2v2 here as he tries to push in. Turtle getting the one out of Bacon. Very low health, however, as Moneybags is going to get yet another round. He is going to take down Archer. And now a word from our local neighborhood. Jack.
I'm sorry for the delay here. I'm dealing with a few things at once here. Let me try to get a look at the screen here. 3-2 Devise. I mean, just showing up. I mean, we might have it end up at a 3-3, like I was saying earlier. And either way, I would say it's at this point, it's just skewed towards Devise at this point. I mean, they're playing really well. Not saying that F6 isn't playing well, but, you know, Devise is just coming out with all cylinders firing right now. And I'm not too surprised by that. They have some really good players on their team.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like we are going to be seeing the final defensive hold by Devise is going to be picked up in CCTV. Now, the last 2 times that they have gone up in CCTV, they have not won it. So let's see if they change up something here today. Let's see if that, they can switch something up here and possibly take the likes of F6 on this site, because if not, it's going to be an even 3-3. And like I said, if they go 3-3 and let F6 get into defense on an even playing field, I feel like F6 is probably going to take it.
Located by attackers.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
100%.
Attackers
I mean,
are
we see
the bomb.
You see it end up as a 4-2 right now. I have a hard time seeing Devise losing this game, this map, and the series. Honestly, it's just really tough. I mean, the teams are so evenly matched.
Yeah, and they very are strong. I mean, not they very are. They are very strong. Devise is a very powerful team. They have been, I mean, you can see what they've come out today. It's no different than any other game they've played. Every time they come into here, they always play like they have something to prove. Like they need to show everybody in collective that, you know, they deserve to be here. They deserve to be in this position. And to be honest, I don't blame them. I don't blame them from doing what they do. I don't blame them for, Archer, what are you doing? Okay, so it seems like Archer just wasted his thermite charge, and Remy's just gonna get a free C4 off onto. What are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm caught so off guard right now by what is going on. Archer now is going to be left alone upstairs as a throw out by a C4 will be the likes to take him down. Bacon's going to get the kill off, however, off on the Turtle and does get taken down. Refrag could go out, however, as Jetpack is going to get one. Uzak being put down outside. Archer's going to make his way to try to go for the revive. And that bullet hole is just going to keep taking him down one after the other.
Covered the bomb diffuser.
As now they're going to try to push up over into construction. Cryptic getting that kill off on a Uzak. Not enough health to really contest. Crypty getting another kill, and Scrub coming in from the back to take down Archer. Very quick play, very quick cleanup, I should say, as Devise just answered back with such brutal force, taking down the likes of F6 in a matter of seconds. There was still so much time left on the clock. Archer, very confused on your choice of play there, buddy. Very confused as to why.
I was just aggressive.
That was very aggressive, extremely aggressive. But see, you say stuff like, I can't see Devise, losing this map and losing the series, and then they do rounds like that, and I just can't help but agree with you. I mean, that was just sheer unstoppable force. They couldn't. F6 was not ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, that was just pure aggression, and that's what Devise needs to be doing right now. I mean, showing up in that big of a way is just like really trying to hammer it home. I mean, we're in the final rounds of the series, possibly. Yeah, you can take some risks if you're up 3-2. I mean, they have a whole map to play with, so for them to be aggressive here, I like the call. I definitely like that call.
Yeah, nothing else to do but be aggressive on their last defensive round. I mean, they don't want to lose this, clearly, but even if they did, I mean, I wouldn't want to face Devise on Border. Border is such a powerful map for the like of Devise. I couldn't see F6 taking them on there. I mean, I love F6 to death. I've seen them play. I've rooted for them since the very beginning. But man, Devise on Border is just a force to be reckoned with.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
New camera feed.
It looks like we are going to see the first opening. Sorry, I had to mute my mic there for a second.
Yeah, you got a cash hold, cash rooms.
Yes, we do, and it looks like the first opening is good. Instead of being the half wall over into CCTV, is going to be this wall here in the garage, which, I mean, that's a very good wall to open up. Start getting control of this garage. Start getting control, of red stairs. Just kind of force the defending team out of their comfort zone. Looks like F6 damage. I don't want to get off him here. He's just going to be forced to sit in this position. Turtle's going to get the first frag off onto Bacon, while Archer is going to get that refrag onto Scrub. It looks like Uzak is going to be playing down below, but Remy is just waiting for Damage to get aggressive. He is waiting for him to make this push. Damage does go up, tries to get the kill, and does take down the likes of Remy, as now it's going to be a 3v4 with the top fragger off of Devise. And Damage almost taken off the likes of Turtle as well, and he might just do it. That's going to be the down and out. Devise, my God, what a play.
The double kill from Damage. And Damage. He's out on the garage balcony.
Yeah, and his name bringing in a lot of weight behind it. They should have taken him out earlier when they had the chance. Instead, they are going to pay for it. And I mean, he already has one to replace him. Archer playing over here in the top of garage, missing a lot of his shots off onto this thermite here, but he does get it where it counts. And that right there is going to be Crypty off of the board, and now it's going to be all up to Money to try to save up this round. Does get the one on the flank. It's going to be Uzak taken down, but it doesn't matter, as the rotation is what's going to be the thing that takes him down, as Jetpack will get that final kill. And here it is. Drone on the window, but not enough health and not enough time to react to it, as we are now going to a 4v3. And like I said before, F6 going to be a lot more harder to deal with here on defense compared to what they were on attack. This could be the round where they come back. Or this could be the map where they come back, excuse me.
For sure. I mean, we're at 4-3. It's not too far out of hand here. F6 definitely needs to keep with it, though. I mean, we get into the 5-3, 6-3 territory. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. So F6 needs to show up in this round, I think.
Absolutely, and all the rounds prior. I mean, like I said, they've had spurts of energy. They've had they've had a couple rounds where they start showing up a little bit better than what they were before. Unfortunately, it usually only happens to be one person at a time, and unless that one person gets a 4K or more, it's usually not enough to take down the likes of Devise. Devise, on the other hand, yes, they have some top fraggers, but regardless of that, they have just sort of been an all-around powerhouse when it comes to these 1v1 gunfights of theirs. They have just been more accurate. They have been more threatening. They have been more fearful even towards the likes of F6, and F6 has paid for it, now bringing it in a 4-3. I mean, we still got a lot of time left. It's still a 4-3. They still, there's still 2 rounds until match point. That was only the first defensive round for the likes of F6. So Devise could turn it around as well, and, a lot could happen, but I don't know. Yeah, F6 has to bring it up this round, or they're just going to get wiped out.
I completely agree. I mean, they just have to show up. And there's nothing saying they won't. But, Devise is a solid team, so.
Yeah, if they win this map here, I'd love to see them go up against some of the other contestants we have later on in the playoffs this week. Don't forget, if you guys love my voice, if you love hearing me cast, I'm going to be doing this all day tomorrow. Don't know why I signed up for that. I hate myself, apparently. But tomorrow I will be doing a full day event of casting on the playoff games tomorrow. But Uzak almost getting taken down from dirt, as there's going to be 3 people making their way upstairs onto these main stairs here. Is this the play? I guess we're going to have to see as Scrub makes his way down, or his way over towards construction. Not really droning, just trying to kind of look his way around, get a feel for where everyone is at. Uzak does get a little bit of damage done and does eventually get taken down. This is going to be the Vigil off the board. Turtle taking him down. Scrub giving up that position from above. His Moneybags is going to take down damage as well. And now it's going to be a 3v5. This could be looking like a flawless round, though this Bacon Nitrocell play could change that. But he's not going to get too aggressive with it. Instead, he's just going to let his team know where the attackers are.
Setting Nitrocell!
That right there could have been a beautiful Nitrocell had it been a little bit earlier. Unfortunately for him, it was not. Now they are going to be opening up a ton of line of sight onto the hallway and onto the objective. As Remy is going to get this frag off on the Bacon 1v1. Remy will take those every single time. Moneybags trying to get this frag off here onto attacking Jetpack. Not having been that efficient kill-wise, sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard. Oh, never mind. Jetpack guys got killed. I'm sorry. Still sitting at the bottom of the scoreboard, though. They are going to try to do their best to make their way in and get the frags. Unfortunately, Archer will get taken down. And that right there is just a flawless round by the likes of Devise. What a great way to answer back after F6 took them down just 1 round ago.
Like I said, man, we're here at 5-3. I mean, it just F6 just has to win it out. I hate to be this guy. I'm not the negative type, but like F6 just has to win out. Yeah, they just win your gunfights, man. They just have to win it out though. The rounds like.
No, I mean, there's really not much they can do. I mean, they could bring more intel ops, but the Mozzie is supposed to be on that. Again, timing, their momentum has been a little down as well this game. And, I mean, who can blame them? Devise is a very powerful, very fearful team. They are already up a map, and to be up 5-3 on the second map, that's not fun for anybody. And, I mean, they're basically F6 is just making plays they usually wouldn't. They're trying to get a little more. They're trying to play a little more safe, where playing a little more safe probably isn't the play at the moment. And it's just unfortunate to see them be put in this situation, but they're sort of being put up against the wall at this point, and Devise knows how to handle that. So not really much we can do but sit and watch and hope that F6 just comes up and out of nowhere with these next couple of rounds. I mean, they've seen how Devise attacked last round. Let's see if they change it up this time. Though not any real new strats or new placement holds, compared to any other round or compared to any other ranked site, I guess I should say. One thing I did notice is not a lot of presence over here in Blue Hallway. No one really pushed dirt, so there wasn't need for a presence there, but there were roamers upstairs, but they didn't. Unfortunately, they weren't able to take anyone down before getting taken out by the likes of Devise. For those of you just joining, by the way, just a quick reminder, this is the playoff match for a spot to possibly proceed further towards the finals. And, we want to thank you guys for all joining. Thank you guys for staying here as well.
Wow, look at
As
that
Damage
frag
is-
already there. Damage getting to pick off on Ash, taking some utility off the board right there.
Yeah, that was a big pick. Good for him to take down the likes of Scrub. Scrub being the Ash player on the team with Devise. Oh, Cat, no, go away. There.
Did you just call him the ass player?
I said the Ash player. Go.
I
I
think
don't
I
swear.
heard what I heard.
I don't swear like you on my streams, Mr. Owner of Collective, but I only cuss if I have to. A man of integrity, as they say. But no, we are, all jokes aside, we are going to see Crypty pushing his way into dirt. 4v5, having to switch it up a little bit here, trying to figure out how to push the defending team real quick. Ooh, his Turtle's going to get a quick headshot frag off on the likes of Archer, putting him down into the dirt and putting them back into an even playing field here. Are they aware that anyone is actually in dirt? No, and Crypty could actually, Crypty could push his way in. If he had the diffuser right now, he could plant. He realized he's in sight. Nobody is in Arsenal right now. The entire team, he's calling out to his team right now. He's saying, guys, nobody is in Arsenal. We can get this plant down. They don't know what to do. This is insane. Plant is going to be going down. This is going to be a huge play for the likes of Devise, as they have completely abandoned all of sight. They completely abandoned sight. F6 Bacon is going to get the kill, as well as Jetpack getting another as well. Crypty taking on the likes of Uzak, Moneybag getting another, and the plant is down. They have to try to push back into sight here, and now it's going to be a 1v2, but the plant is down and time is on his side, and they're defusing. Damage is defusing. There's not going to be enough time. He hears the defuse. He's not going to be able to go off, and that right there's the win. Oh my gosh, what a huge turn of events. Damage just went straight for the defuse. What? I don't want to laugh, but
incredible.
like, what?
Absolutely incredible. Damage keeping it alive for F6 with that defuse. What a risky play. I mean, you just have to go for it, right? I mean, you just have to do it. There was no time left.
Pro players don't fake. Pro players don't fake. That's
I agree.
Yep, that's the strat, that's the call, that's all that. Pro players don't fake their defuses. I am so confused as to how they lost that, how Devise gave up such a huge win there. They had complete site control. They had complete upstairs control in kitchen as well. Unfortunately, I guess they just weren't watching the door, perhaps, or something. I'm not even entirely sure. But they had complete 4v3 or 4v4 site control and just gave it all up there at the end. Very unfortunate, but man, what was I know the chat's got to be like just giggling over that one. That was not what I was expecting to see at all. Mind games, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Pretty surprised by that, but it's just great play by Damage there. Really good play.
Yeah, Damage was able to come around and bring that back for the win, but on paper he shouldn't have. That's the biggest thing. On paper that should have been all Devise, but again, Siege is not an on paper type of game. It is a
Insertion.
I don't know. Let's just see what happens from here.
5 seconds left.
I'm a little dumbfounded to be 100% honest with you.
Same
Attackers'
here,
objective
same
is to
here, for
locate
sure.
a bomb and defuse it.
They can't
Defender is
expect
approaching
that
a
to
kill
happen though. I mean, they need to, S16 to kind of pull the rest of the team needs to pull their weight. They can't be relying on damage to pull off that sort of shit or stuff at the in there and some frags.
There's definitely not a chance in any sort of world shape or universe where they can run that same play and it would work the same way it did again. There's just not a chance. Not a single chance. I really just don't know how to respond to that. I'm just, again, so baffled on that. But anyways, Remy's going to be trying to push his way into stock here to go head-to-head with Bacon. Oh, they castled it off, though. Castled it off stock. Not quite. Scrub! Scrub with the self-sacrifice. Very unfortunate. Crypty's going to answer back, though, on his teammate's mistake by taking down the likes of Crypty with a nice headshot. This game is... okay. Messing with me mentally. But yeah, Bacon's going to be taken down. They still have garage control by the likes of Uzak holding this ACOG off under the door. So, you know, not really playing it too aggressively, not taking any risky plays here is what's going to keep him up in the garage, keep him safe here.
Deploying drone.
I wish I could cast this better, but I honestly have no idea what is going on with all these random acts of things.
This has been pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, just the damage getting that defuse there alone has just been nuts. There's not really a rhyme or reason. Everything is just like a lot of crazy frags popping off. Oh my god.
Yeah, speaking of crazy frags, it's going to be Uzak getting the diffuser down outside a garage door. That's a big play. Not quite sure what Crypty was thinking, putting that diffuser in that situation, because now with 50 seconds left, they're going to have to try
Attackers
to
located a bomb.
do anything they can here to get off Uzak from the garage and make their way to the front door to be able to get that diffuser. If not, I mean, they're going to be stuck. They're going to just be stuck. Moneybags is finally going to be able to take down Uzak, putting them down here into a 3v2.
Now it's, yeah.
As Turtle's going to run in.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Nice, man. Just got taken out right there.
Yeah, Turtle's going to run in, definitely get that kill off onto Archer, and now, I mean, 15 seconds left. It's going to be all up to damage. He's going to have to go for the carry here.
10 seconds remaining.
And they're going to have to go for this plant, and that's exactly what they're going to do. 1v3.
5 seconds to go.
Very unfortunate, very poor situation for the likes of damage. However, depending on who he decides to pick off first, could go in his favor. He's going to try to go up to get down one. Devise.
I'm just gonna say, I mean, this is unwinnable situation for damage here. I'm just gonna say this right now.
Well, he does get down one, and that was the pick he needed to get down two. Full health over on the Capital to take him out. However, now
Attackers
Remy
need to protect the diffuser.
and
Position
Moneybags are
compromised.
going to be playing it safe. They are not going to go for the aggression as before, and it doesn't even matter. Moneybags again finishing up these rounds as he does best. Round after round, Moneybags is going to put his team into match point as he secures the final frag.
I wanted him to prove me wrong there. I wanted to be wrong, but man, you know what he needed to do? He needed to rush that plant like he did the round before. I hate to say it, but that would have fucking won it. And okay, we're doing rated in tonight. I'm sorry, Max, but that would have won the round. Honestly, Max, it's okay, but that would have won the round for him for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that early rush defuse. I mean. That's for me to sit here and call that. That's one thing, but that's the only way I see that playing out. Be in the game and do that. That's a whole nother thing.
Unfortunately, it was a 1v3 situation. Plant was down. I mean, it's hard for anybody to come out on top of that, especially damage, even going 11-8 here. I mean, he has been fragging out for his team. He has been doing a wonderful job trying to, trying to just, he wants this win. He wants this
Attackers
win
need to
so
locate
bad.
and defuse as many
Unfortunately,
bombs as
his
they can.
team, especially Archer here on the bottom, not trying to call you out, but there's been some very questionable plays by the likes of Archer. Just don't seem to want it as much. But, I mean, what else you can do? Everybody has an off day. One of the things, though, that is going to be pictured out, because everybody is seeing it here, is that the pressure is on. F6 has to win 2 matches to stop this from being on match point. That means Devise has to throw 2 matches in a row.
10 seconds
2,
to
not
insertion.
1, you know, not whatever. They have to throw 2
seconds
matches
left.
in a row in order to give F6 a chance
Attackers must locate
to try to,
and
you
defuse
know,
the bomb.
take this to map 3. But I don't know. I just don't see it happening. It's really looking like it's going to be Devise's game. We're going to have to see here, though.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. As much as I would love to see F6 pull it through, I'd equally like to see Devise win. I mean, it just looks like they're winning tonight. I hate to say it. It's not like that evenly matched. They're doing really well. It's close, but it's not that close.
Let's make sure that Remy doesn't do the same thing as the teammate here and go for the self-grenade. He's not. He's going to take down Bacon. Bacon is a huge pick to take off of the board. He has been helping out his team so much so far. Ooh, sorry to pull up the scoreboard there, but yeah, it looks like Damage will be the one to answer back with a frag of his own. They do know that he is in the bottom of this garage. Scrub is going to take down the likes of Uzak, and it looks like Damage turns around at the worst time to get taken down. Double kill by Scrub. It's going to be all up to this 2v4 situation. It's going to be 2 minutes left on the clock and plenty of time to play with from the likes. Oh, it's very unfortunate for Jetpack. He's sort of just stuck here in this position. He's going to try to take down the likes of Remy. Remy does see him. It's going to take him down. It's going to be Scrub, going for the 1. Archer's going to try to get another. It's not going to be enough time on the clock as he gets taken down. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be the champs 2 maps in a row. Devise taking down F6.
Really just an incredible performance by both teams, but especially Devise. I mean, 7-4. Clubhouse on such a strong round. I mean, it's such a strong map. I mean, you and I said this. I mean, F6 is so good on Clubhouse. And for Devise to come out like that, I mean, just really, really playing aggressively and playing good siege there.
And now I have to invite what is possibly the worst person to invite into a party. Remy. There he is.
I love you.
No trolling. I've already had to deal with Jack and his potty mouth. I need somewhat of a decent stream from you guys.
I don't know if I can provide you with that. I mean, like, I just joined the party. I said I love you. You didn't even say back.
Huh? Oh, I love
Don't
you.
worry, Matt.
But Remy.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
First of all, of course, I mean, it's already going without being said. Congratulations on your victory over F6. F6 has had a very strong season so far. They've made it very far. They even beat the likes of MMG with Nomad last week. So, you know, to take them down in pretty much just a 2-map, all yours overhaul sort of style victory there. I mean, how are you feeling right now? You got anything you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to say about your victory?
Nothing much. It was a good game. They did a lot of things that we caught us off guard, but we clapped back and got the win in the end.
Definitely was. It was looking very close. I was told that somebody wasn't. Okay. But I mean, it was definitely pretty close. Especially there in the likes of Clubhouse, but you guys did end up coming back. I believe the score was what, 7-4? Yeah, 7-4.
4-7-5, something like that. I feel like we should know this as we just finished the map.
Right, but it always leaves my mind the second the map is over.
I don't pay attention to scores in game anyways, so.
If you win, you won. But yeah, biggest thing I just want to call out is pretty much your fragging ability, not just for you, but also your entire team. It seems like you, especially though, just had a really good game tonight. You came in, you went off, and I mean, not saying it's something to be surprised of, but I'm just glad to see your guys' consistency across the board. I'm glad to see the type of fragging potential you and your team have. Is it anything more than just rank star status, or is it like, do you guys practice? Do you guys have routes you guys run? Is it routines? Is it, what is the secret behind your guys' fragging ability as a team?
So, from the beginning of the season, we've had some interesting role plays. So, basically, I was more of a flex support towards support kind of person, and everybody else on my team was also playing opposite roles of what you're playing now. So, I think after our loss to Stardom on Villa, we understood that what we were doing was not good enough. So basically just flipped a switch and we all swapped different roles, and it's been working out so far.
I mean, indeed it has. You can tell by the scoreboard tonight, from just the sheer fragging potential between both teams. I mean, you especially, and I mean, there's not really much to say. I can't. What was it like? Almost 40 kills between the three of you. I believe it was Crypty and who was the other one who had double digits as well? It was another player. Anyways, yeah, a lot of Moneybags. Moneybags cleaned up most of your guys' round at the end. He was the one to get the final kill on most of your guys' rounds. That was pretty interesting to watch. But
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when you say you guys flipped a switch, I mean that sounds just like the guys I know on Devise. I mean, I totally get that. We were speculating on this. I mean, when you guys were moving into Clubhouse, I mean, were you guys worried at all about how F6 plays Clubhouse? Because like you guys probably knew. I mean, that's kind of like a good Clubhouse. I mean, that's kind of like F6 is like good map. I mean, what did you guys think going into that?
So going into the defensive half, I think we kind of we played our game, kind of turtled a little bit, basically played default Clubhouse. But one thing that we always knew is on Clubhouse, F6 is a really like rotation heavy, roam heavy team. So all we did was we just basically like speed cleared everything. We put all our drones onto like stairways going up into the second floor to third floor. And we watched them from the prep phase to 10 seconds after the prep phase ended, and we just sprinted in.
Yeah, I think I noticed. I didn't notice that you were actually speed clearing, but I did notice that you guys were definitely moving quickly through the rounds. I think there was even one time where I was like, "Holy crap!" I mean, that was just like it was just so quick, and yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's really good. I mean, Clubhouse is such a big map with so much real estate to cover. So yeah, really good play by you guys to do that.
Thank you.
That's all I have, man. So, you want to wrap it up for us?
yeah, of course. I mean, I'm gonna give you. Why am I staring at this default screen? I'm gonna give you your 30 seconds. Same as always. Same as every team. Sorry, I need to stop reading general chat and quit being distracted. Anyways, Remy, 30 seconds. Say whatever you want. Shout out your team. Shout out your social media. Shout out anything you need to. And then we are going to wrap this up. So, Remy, 30 seconds starts now.
All right. Well, I want to say shout out to my team. Played pretty good tonight. Shout out to Home Shot. That's my boy. I love you. I missed you, Papa.
Shout out
to the organization. Yeah, shout out to the casters, Mex and Jack. They my homies. Mex doesn't like me.
I do like him. He just hates me and refuses to. Yeah.
No, cap.
Yeah. He wouldn't kiss me back.
And follow me on Twitter at Remnants.
Absolutely. Do you have Instagram too?
I do. I don't really use it though.
Oh, well, follow
I
him on
didn't know what
Twitter.
my Instagram at is. Let me figure it out. It's at Reemy Boy. REEMIBOI.
He's got the best sad cat memes in the game.
Yeah, because I gave them to him. Me and T just stockpiled this man. Anyways,
I mean,
Anyways, with all that to the side, I want to give a special shout out to Jack. Jack, thanks for coming out here, taking the time out of your busy schedule to, come cast with me and hang out with me today. It was really fun. It was a very fun day. I'm glad we were able to do this.
Thanks for having me, man. I want to try to do it more often. That's for sure.
Hell yeah,
We
man.
see
Can't
everybody
wait.
doing well. I'm gonna try to be more involved here in the near future, and you guys don't worry about collective. Like we got big things coming.
Our owner, ladies and gentlemen, the owner of Collective. He the boss, man. But with that being said, I just want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight. We topped out at quite a bit of views, pretty much like almost 50. We topped out at quite a bit of views here tonight. And I just want to thank everybody for watching. If you want to hear more of us, again, please make sure to come back tomorrow. I am going to be casting all day after a long night of drinking, so I cannot wait for that. I am so excited. Anyways, with that being said... With that being said, my name is Max. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Make sure to follow us at Collective on all of our social media platforms. That is Collective_esports at Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, probably Facebook, any MySpace, I don't know, any social media platform you could think of, we're probably on there. So make sure to give us some love, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you guys got to do to make sure that you know, or that we know that you're there. Other than that, he's been Jack, this is Remy, I've been Max, the cutest caster in Collective, and we'll see you guys all next
I
time
can
at
confirm.
Collective.